Thanks, Sophia, and good afternoon to all. First, I want to start. I know we've just been on a break, but it's a chance to stretch your arms. So follow me. Just put your arms up, stretching like this, nice and high. Hands up if you love soil. No takebacks. What a crowd you are. How beautiful to be presenting to a crowd of soil nerds. My name is Alex. Obviously, I love soil. I love agriculture. I love plants. And look at this photo. My hair actually blends in with the soil. One day I'm kind of worried that plants are going to start germinating out of my head. One day that will come. My goal is pretty simple. It's to make others fall in love with agriculture and the power that it has to create a more sustainable world. It's to improve our collective agricultural literacy, not by a sleight of hand stretching exercises, mostly, but by showcasing real examples of sustainable farming practices in your social media feed. This is why, during my Wattle Fellowship, I founded Field Notes, a social media organisation with a goal to connect our urban communities with sustainable agriculture across Australia. Today I'm going to show you this in action. I'm going to take you to two farms near Benalla on Taungurung country, a town that's 200 clicks north of Melbourne. It's where myself and the 4 interns working with Field Notes produced our first social media content. Here you'll meet 2 farmers, and they'll show you the deep thought that they put into the sustainability of the food they produce and the landscapes that they manage. As an additional sweetener, I will also show you their dogs. Here's Reg, and here's Tippet, 9-month-old pup. But before you meet the farmers, it's important to ask, why are their stories important? Put simply, our city lives look a lot different to this. Yet agriculture covers more than 50% of Australia. It's astounding, and yet how often do we contemplate that a majority of our country is managed by farmers? It follows that we should get to know them better, to improve our agricultural literacy, so that we can better help farmers and our food system transition to a more sustainable place. Because it is clear, Australia does not become sustainable without adequate support for agriculture to lead the way. Without further ado, let me take you to those farms. And if we can have audio. Okay, I put subtitles on. Farmers like Mark and Damien, who you saw in the video, are undergoing a mammoth transition towards farming practices that work in harmony with nature. It's happening all over the country, and frankly, it's one of the most exciting and uplifting good news stories that I know of. My mission, the mission of Field Notes, is to tell their stories. It's to engage urban food eaters like myself, so we understand the efforts of these farmers, who sustain their families, who sustain the food security of 100 million people globally, all while staring down the barrel of a warming climate and shouldering the responsibility for the health of a majority of our land. Field Notes exists to tell the story of the Australian landscape, from its scars induced by land clearing and loss of species, soil and streams, to the stories of farmers undertaking remarkable transformations of their land, so that they can share their custodianship with an urban audience. So we can reconnect this broken thread between the food that we eat and the farms that we seldom consider. Because farmers deserve to have their stories told, so we can be inspired by our plate of food, so they can take pride in their efforts of renewal, knowing that we back them, and when they need the support, knowing that we're here to vouch for them. Follow us, hear from farmers. As a social media team, we're here to take you into their world, their deep thought about sustainability, answer your questions, and help you understand the impact and inspiration behind your food. I invite you to join us as we begin growing this community, because imagine how an engaged audience of hundreds of thousands of Australians who see these stories in their feed every week could help accelerate us on this path towards a sustainable Australian agri-food system. Now, the reel you saw was actually cut from a short film that we're going to be premiering tomorrow in this building at 12:30 p.m. It's followed by a panel including Damien, who you saw in the video, sustainable ag and soil health expert Dr. Helen Hayden, and young urban farmer and agri-food policy researcher Ben Trethaway. I really hope to see you there. Thank you.